comfortable being me. My journey's been something different, it's humbling, best believe. My transition been rocky and knocked me right off my feet. Could disappear at any moment and not be obsolete.
It's your boy Fresh the Legend. Today, guys, I'm so happy to give her flowers, to let her shine. She's more than deserving of it. She's a pioneer of the city, putting on for the community, putting on for the people. She's the best stage host, a great DJ, a great woman, a great mother, and she is the queen of Philly. Good up, y'all, for Queen Yaszy B.
What's up, Yaz?
Hey, what's going on, Scoe?
Oh man, I'm chilling, but listen though, like you the queen of Philly.
Thank you.
How was it before you became the queen?
Before I became the queen, well, I met some kings, and I felt like in reflection I should be a queen, right? Because I feel like we're supposed to lead together, and I was so thankful to have met Fresh, right? Because before Fresh, I was just Yasmin Belton going to CCP.
Right.
But, you know, he provided a platform for me to shine. So before I was the queen, I was a straight A student, going to college, you know, paying bills, love working, you know, a straight and narrow woman with my head on my shoulders, you know.
So how you become one of the best hosts in the city from all that?
Wow, from, you know, just repetition. You know, repetition, loving the impact you have when you make genuine connections, right?
Yeah.
Because being a host is not just about, oh, we're trying to make it lit. It's a party, you know, it's about impact, you know, making people feel better than what they came. So repetition, being at dialogue, hosting in basements. It was a place called AMF. I really got to deal with all types of artists, all situations where I really, you know, sharpened my tool. Being a teacher, because in the classroom I feel like you're also an MC, a master of ceremony, you know, amongst my own peers, you know, so I think that's how I became like a host, consistency. Really.
Yeah, I seen you on stage. I watched you kicking on stage, and nah, you keep attention for sure. Is there anybody that you like model after, your style? Anybody you get your style from?
Ooh, I want to think about this for a second. I don't want to answer that too quickly.
Take your time.
I want to be very intentional. When I think back on people who inspire me as far as speaking, it was revolutionary leaders, because I love how revolutionary leaders captivate an audience in a way where it's not, oh, I'm not just talking to you.
Yeah.
The reason why my hostess stands out, because I literally cast spells. Like when I'm on stage yesterday at Wawa Welcome America on Broad Street in the Avenue of Arts, I'm not just saying it's lit, we outside, let's party. No, I'm saying this is love, this is peace, this is Philly, this is what joy looks like, you know. So that's one of my secrets too, to hosting. It's really like, you know, being very intentional with my words.
Word.
I see you out here, you know, doing your thing.
For sure.
You know, I'm blessed to met you at CCP, but what's before that? Like, what high school and college did you go to? Like,
oh, wow. So my origin story.
Dang,
so Yaszy always been a big energy. In any classroom, I skipped the first grade. I've always been intelligent. I love wisdom, right? I'm a nerd, right? I graduated with a 3.7 GPA out of Lamberton High School. I did go to King, so I did have an aha moment.
So where you go to elementary at?
Hold on, let me start. I went to FS Edmonds for elementary. I'm an Uptown girl.
Okay.
I went to Edmonds. Then I got accepted to a Blue Ribbon Middle School called Hill Freedman. Now, Hill Freeman was only 6th to 8th grade. I struggled behavior-wise. I was going through a lot of anger management. I played the violin. I was in all cities.
Played the violin.
Music saved my life. I only showed up to school because I had orchestra rehearsal at 7 a.m. Otherwise, I threw paper balls in the classroom, disrupt others, because I felt like the work wasn't challenging. You know, I ended up not taking that opportunity serious and ended up in King, while I watched my peers go to Central, FLC, E&S. And so I ended up in King. No, my peers did, because out of that Blue Ribbon School, you get like a priority to those these better high schools in Philadelphia, like Masterman. Like the only school that I got accepted to was Kappa, Creative and Performing Arts.
You'd have been crazy.
You would have cooked in Kappa.
Oh,
but my story is my story, because I ended up, I didn't deserve it though.
At the time.
My behavior was messed up. I was one of those, how children are smart, they know the right thing to do, but you just do stupid stuff, so you end up in stupid places.
Wait, so you got accepted to Kappa?
I got accepted to Kappa.
Imagine Yaz going through Kappa. Like, imagine Yaz going through Kappa like that. That's.
But it ain't that you ain't deserve it though. It's just you certain kids come with certain things, and every school ain't for every kid. So don't say you ain't, because there's kids out here right now, they got the same thing going on. I just can't sit for an hour and a half and listen to somebody talk about math, because I'm an artsy. That's just what I'm into. You know what I'm saying? So no, it ain't that you ain't deserve it. They just wasn't serving you right.
You're right. Or better phrase, my path was my path.
Yeah.
I didn't know that about you. That's cool.
Yeah, I ended up going to Martin Luther King High School,
Right.
traumatized. Like, you gotta take your sneakers off, you gotta take your hoodie off, you gotta take all your jewelry off, go to the metal detector, put your stuff on, grab your cheap breakfast, and go to a homeroom where nobody can
Not the
touch
cheap
you.
breakfast.
Like, whatever that
So you got
was.
so you graduated from King, and then
I didn't graduate from King. So I had elderly women in my life. My mom was a hardworking woman. I grew up poor, so she worked all the time, and she had created a village around me. So all these women are like older than 60, and they were like, she got to get out of King. Like, King is traumatizing her. They trying to get my mom, so they put me in New Media Charter School. I was there and got expelled because I was still struggling with my behavior a little bit. But when I got kicked out and went back to King, I'm like, oh snap, I'm spiraling. Like, I'm losing it. I'm the smart girl. I need to do better. Like, so I had an aha moment. By the time I was in my 10th grade year in King, honors, Outward Bound, joining a cheerleading team and things like that. There was a climate in Philadelphia where they were shutting down high schools, and so in 10th grade, they were extending the school, the school day until 4 p.m. I didn't need that because I was like a straight A student. So I ended up going to my final high school, which was Lamberton and Overbrook Park.
Okay.
Yeah, so I went to 3 high schools, so King, New Media King.
Why you so popular?
And
then
went to, I guess I was a little spread out, but yeah.
And then for college you went to where?
Westchester University.
Wow.
Loved it.
The Westchester.
The Rams, yeah.
You
Shout out to
outside.
Westchester. Shout out to the Rams.
Yeah, shout out to the Rams.
Yeah.
Westchester alumni. Shout out to DJ HBK. DJ HBK, one of the top 10 DJs in our city, and it was so dope. Like, how you see things full circle. KP went to Westchester University too.
Oh, wow. That's
Yeah, so a lot of little Philly legends.
So make sure your question. So going through all this, like all them high schools, being in Westchester, I met you at CCP. What was your major at CCP in Westchester?
Oh, okay. So at Westchester, I went in nursing. Hated it.
Nursing.
Didn't get accepted. My dad was like, nurses make money. You need to stay in the medical field. I'm like, okay. So I got straight D's or something, D's and C's. I've never seen a D on my report card in my life. So I'm like, no, that's not me. I had a conversation with a few people, and I went into marketing.
Marketing,
So
okay.
yes, marketing and advertising. Started getting straight A's and B's. Taking graphic design, taking public relations classes. That's my gift. I found out that was another aha moment. It's just pivoting from what your parents want you to do. Like, you wanted me to go into something because it was going to make money, supposedly, but I was going to hate my life, So I wanted something that felt more aligned, more like myself. So I went into marketing, and I truly do enjoy to this day coming up with strategic, creative planning for like my friends and my peers. Like,
You repping Pish Posh.
I love being a walking billboard. Too. I could sell salt to a slug.
Who's Pish Posh? Give her a shout out.
Pish Posh shout out to Imani. Pish Posh is one of the leading fashion brands in the city. You see the drip, So everything is painted, and she also mass produces, and she's so lit. She's in Urban Outfitters.
Hey, she's doing her thing. Definitely shout out Pish Posh for sure. She does amazing events at good clothes. I'm just so proud of you because you. Let me tell y'all something. Yaz is full-time host, full-time DJ. She's probably booked 3 times a week. Like this woman takes care of her family, her maintenance on just being a host for the city. Like, she's building a culture of Philadelphia heavy on and carrying it small but mighty. Like, powerful woman, great voice.
Shout out to you.
You hear her voice,
sure.
you hear her voice projection blocks away, and the way she talks is great. You have to come really see her do her thing. So tell me how it feel, like the momentum, you know what I mean?
The momentum.
Yes, you
Yeah, momentum. Quantum leaps, they're real. And when you actually dive into your personal development journey, you have quantum leaps,
Yeah.
I feel like the momentum came from me, I gotta believe in myself, If I don't believe that I could do something, then I won't show up as my full self. Number two is know that other people do believe in you too. We are all here together, Like everybody in this world, I don't care if it's a stranger. I take words of affirmation seriously.
Yeah.
Like every time somebody be like, "Yo, you did a great job." So that was the momentum of being at events and that happening. It's like, okay. Then I'm like, I'm a business too. So I had to start getting like the business stuff in order. I have a LLC. I have a business bank account. And those things. I send invoices. I send contracts. I show up on time. And those things. So I feel like the momentum came from the consistency and me like sharpening my tool. And now it's kind of, it's not that it's slower, but things are bigger. And I love it this way because I love being a mother too and a woman of my community. I want to do things, I want to create harmony in my life, so to speak. Not balance, but harmony rather. Yeah, balance, but harmony rather. Yeah.
Tell the people something that you have hosted.
I've hosted
and DJ. She does both.
DJ, yes, I love hosting and DJ. And yesterday was a big festival. Shout out to Deanna Williams, who is the godmother of Black music, and her beautiful daughter, Princess India. They hired me to host and DJ Wawa Welcome America. That's a festival that happens every day up until the 4th of July here in Philadelphia and other major cities. That's one of the biggest festivals I've hosted. I've been an announcer for the one and only Suzanne Christine at the Roots Picnic.
Shout out Suzanne Christine.
Shout out to Suzanne Christine.
Shout out Sudat.
Sudat plugged me in. Sudat is my sister too. The Met. I was in a Met Philadelphia. I've been burnt holes in the city winery stage a few times. And so that's straight off the dome, for right now. But
100.3 stamp, She had a show 100.3. What's that thing?
That's a magical moment too, hosting that city winery. And the program director, shout out to Jay Dixon, he was just so impressed. He was like, I have to help you in your career, And it was a time, and that was such a challenging day because I wanted to figure out how can I go from being just this $50, $100 host to getting booked $15,000. Well, yeah, let's manifest $15,000.
Let's go.
$1,500 for the gig, So, and then that happened that day, So Jay Dixon was the program director at Radio One, and then allowed for me to be a producer and enter on the programming side. So I know how to work. I can go on any radio station. I know how to work all the bells and whistles on the board and things like that.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm gonna switch it up a little bit. So y'all know Yaz as like the host, the entertainer, the voice. But this is my friend. I'm able to, sit and have conversations with her.
Yeah.
And she has an amazing mind as well, amazing outlook on life. So tell the people what's the importance of having knowledge of self?
Knowledge of self is important because you have to be aware and in tune. If you're not aware and in tune, then you could just fall into self-sabotage, you can sabotage others. And I feel like knowing yourself and knowing who you are, knowing where you come from, allows you to be more rooted. You need to be rooted so that you're not easily knocked over when the trials of life comes, right? Knowledge of self also gives you the opportunity to stay open because knowledge is infinite. So once you know that, it's like, oh, okay, I'm a student in this game. I want to master myself using knowledge of self, right? And I got this, So knowledge of self is important. I feel like in the industry, I really didn't bang with people unless they had knowledge of self. So it's kind of hard to filter because you really want to just be in alignment with people who are sure of themselves, who know where they come from, who can articulate, and stand up for our people, and stuff like that.
How do you feel about women leadership right now in Philadelphia and like a message for women? Because I feel like women look up to you, like women love you.
They do. I love the sisters.
I know you're gonna have a lot of queens watching this,
For sure.
And as you being Queen Yaszy, what you want to say to the sisters?
I want to say to the sisters, let's continue to take care of ourselves, you know, mentally, physically, spiritually, holistically, take care of ourselves. Let's not get tied up in like narratives or stereotypes in the media, because a lot of times what's holistic can get really like entangled in the weeds with what's like mediocre. And I'm in a garden a lot, you know. In the garden, you cannot have weeds around your strawberries or any of your fruits, because it can disease the whole entire thing. You have to uproot it. Right. So it's like, do not continue to like get the messages mixed up. Like when you talk to me, like I'm so happy that you broke it down, because we're friends. It's like, yes, I'm a host, but I'm a real person. So it's important to be able to be authentic. You know, I want women to be more authentic and empower men. I don't care if you have a negative perception. Try to be as optimistic as possible, because we have a lot of work to do ourselves. And it's important that our men feel empowered, being as though they're so disenfranchised, you know?
See, it's a responsibility to be not just a host, but Yaz is an MC. So when Yaz is up there talking to the people and they just loving what she's saying, they don't realize that how much knowledge she has. She talks to your spirit. She's building you up. She talks with a lot of love, a lot of hope, and just make people believe.
Speaking life.
Yeah, speaking life into people.
Yeah.
I think that is so important. Right?
No, it is.
And I just want to just tell the people how your confidence.
Yeah.
Like, where you get that confidence from?
Yeah, confidence. Wow, confidence comes from pain. I went through a lot of pain growing up. You know, like me misbehaving in school, that's not showing up as my full self. That's a fool. You know, showing up, appearing to be confident. Like, but that's not who I am. So that's why when I'm on the stage, I tell people to shine in your best light. That's when you could be seen from the cosmos. But you know, your aura look different when you try and fake your funk, because we all know clout when we see it. That's why it's called clout, because it's cloudy. Like, it's not really shiny at all.
Talk your shit.
It's just
pop your shit.
It's just smoke and mirrors.
Yeah.
Like, you know, so I feel like my confidence comes from knowledge of self. I know who I am. I know my mission. So my confidence comes from, I know my purpose. I feel like once you know your purpose and you feel your purpose and you deepen your why, then you can show up fully confident. Then it's also just practicing. You gotta be able to get in front of the mirror, tell yourself, I am powerful, I'm amazing. So when it's time to get in front of cameras and stuff, or talk to someone of importance, you can speak and articulate from a very confident, you know, position. I think that's important.
Wow. You dropping a lot of gems. I ain't gonna hold you.
Yeah.
You talking your shit. You got you got a book you wrote too, right?
Yes, so I do have an ebook, and it's so coincidental. No, it's synchronistic that y'all said Speak Life, because that's the long-term book I'm working on. On 7/11, I'm dropping, Queen Yazy's Top 10 Secrets to Hosting an Event Like a Pro. It is an interactive ebook, and the first chapter talks about confidence, because I feel like there's a fact that public speaking is like the #1 fear in humans.
For sure.
They struggle talking in front of the camera, a lot of and I think that it's important for our people to build thought leaders, is that they have to be able to communicate. So,
Confidence. Let me tell you, my friend dropped her earring. She didn't drop her earring and fall out and make sad. She just kept it going, had the same face, put the hair on top of it, and kept it going.
She's seamless, ain't it?
You can't teach that.
Seamless.
You can't teach that. She's confident. She know who she is. You know her purpose. That's nothing. Like,
very true. But you also speak well.
Thank you.
Like your diction.
Oh yeah, no, this don't come from nothing. I paid for voice and articulation.
That was my next question.
I when I was in the bathroom, mommy made me match my M&Ms. Like, I make sure my voice is warm before I get in front of. I hosted for 9 hours yesterday, so this is a okay voice.
Facts.
But
She did.
I think that I just like a basketball player, I should be working just as hard as Kobe Bryant did on the court with my voice. You know, how can I expect to be a millionaire in my industry and I don't do millionaire practices when no one's watching? So, you know, if anyone else wants to like step into that, that's why I want to make the ebook and share, because people really, you know, like what I have to offer. So
that was my next question. Like, why can you tell folks why it's important to work on your diction? Why it's important to like master like your voice, how high you speak, how low you speak, how to stay even, what that means to the crowd. Why is that important?
Because sound is metaphysical. I think that, you know, we listen to music and you hear preachers and things like Martin Luther King, his voice, his diction. I want to make sure, and I want other people to make sure that when they speak to people, it really lands. You know, you want people, Maya Angelou says something like, it's, you know, people don't remember what you say, but they remember how you made them feel. So it goes beyond me talking. I need you to feel what I'm saying. So that's why diction, pronunciation, pace, volume, pitch, all of that is important because your voice is an instrument.
I'm gonna give you 4 names. These are 4 artists that when I see these artists, I think of you. I feel like you, I feel like you. In my opinion, like not you broke up, but you broke up my vision. Like not like they might not say that, but it's like when I see them, like Yaz is behind them, like pushing them.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So, King Kali.
Yes.
Give me something about tell us about King Kali.
King Kali is an amazing person, passionate, hardworking artist, trailblazer, has his own genre of music. He could be looked at as a hip hop rock star. And I agree with Fresh. If he was to go to like somewhere like Atlanta, they would love him. He become famous instantly. You know? He got it. And any stage that he's on in Philadelphia, people are just blown away. They just are just blown away. But it's, you know how it's the return, like getting your fans to really. But he has a great fan base. He's a great lyricist. He, you know, really takes pride in all parts of his artistry.
Yeah, he's very professional. Got the image, got the dancers, different type of sound, band.
Yeah, so
give you a great performance. I feel like Philly's not ready for somebody like him. Like I feel like like you said, like he's like a big market guy. He's like national. You know what I mean?
Easily
he go
a hot 97.
He go Atlanta, he going.
Yeah,
I tell you, he go Atlanta, he going. But no, he definitely don't understand. I respect him. You know what I mean? Shout out King Kali, support his whole movement. For sure. Also, another artist, I got 4, Soraya Nicole.
Soraya Nicole, people think we look alike. Everywhere we go, but Soraya, my early beginnings of hosting, around the time I was hosting for you, I was working with Soraya a lot. We still can catch each other on the same bill sometimes as well. I support Soraya 10,000%. She did my first photo shoot. She's also a photographer too, so I appreciate Soraya.
Okay, next one. Carla Gamble. Carla Gamble,
my
sorry.
relative, that's my blood cousin. You know, Carla Gamble is a neo soul artist. She's been in the amazing soulful voice. She's a Grammy member as well. She makes hit records, throws on shows every Women's Month, and Carla's just a powerful voice. You know, she can blow down. So shout out to my cousin Carla. Consistent image, always pushing positivity, you know, very artistic, very creative. So Carla that girl.
The last one we said her name before, we gotta say it again, she's worthy of it. Suzanne Christine.
Oh,
yeah, she's
this is important. Yeah, I know Suzanne's important because I don't remember how I met her. Like, it's like I don't remember. But I remember whatever conversation we had, we was just locked in from there. I mean, so locked in to where when I was pregnant, she was one of the only women that would come to my little basement apartment and visit me and the baby, you know? And I'm like, wow, like, she got to go on the flight and she coming to my baby shower. Like, I'm just in awe of the sisterhood. And if she needs me in any capacity, I'm there.
She put you in so many rooms.
Yes.
I'm not going to lie.
When she puts me in those rooms, I always promise my girl to show up. You know, and she can count on me. And I think that's important in this industry is to have partnerships, brotherhoods or sisterhoods where that person you put them in the room, they're going to show up. You know, they're going to speak up and
represent you right.
Represent you right, you know. Suzanne Christine is the dope queen of Philadelphia. She is a queen. I definitely think helped build me as a queen as well, you know, in our courtship and in times where we have, you know, our sister talks and things like that. So,
So, I never even asked you this before. This is a good question. This is going to be a good one. Right? It's a simple one, but it's going to be a good one. Because we always talk about, like, you know, what you're doing now, like, you know, you doing even bigger events and hosting, being booked, but, like, you don't have to see your age, but where do you see yourself 10 years from now?
Hosting everywhere, having my own thing going on, you know, And
What is that?
What is the
I don't
thing?
know what that
well,
means.
you know, I don't want to tell too much
Okay.
because when you say it too much, it's about doing the work too.
Right.
And I don't want to.
So give me a long term.
But you can speak it into existence, too.
Give me a long term goal.
A long-term goal is to have for Queen Yaszy to be a mogul, right? I don't want to be local.
That's done. No, that's
right.
Yeah.
I want to host in Tokyo. I want to have brand partnerships. Let me be specific. I want brand partnerships that align with my brand. Anything that has to do with health and wellness.
Do you speak other languages?
Do I speak different? I want to speak a different language.
Okay.
Right now, I'm working on being bilingual.
Copy.
You know, and so I want to host in other languages. I do it sometimes. Like I'll speak Spanish if it's a Latin crowd. Like I'll do a little 1-2 step. So
I feel bad when I ask you to show right now. I do. I ain't gonna do it.
Yeah, I'm cracking up. Oh wait, I wanted to. Oh yes, be a millionaire. Right. I want to be able to be financially free in 10 years. So financial freedom, have my own big thing come on, be a mogul, brand partnerships, and be able to also create harmony with my family. I want to make sure we can travel together. We still spend time together. Like that's really big because I can have all of these goals as far as my career, but I have family goals. I do want a family. I want land. You know, I want to vacation and things like that.
You're a very public person. Tell us something that somebody probably wouldn't know about you. I didn't know you played the violin.
Yeah, I play the violin. If you want to see me play the violin, I'm booked with R&B After Dark. I'll do my first gig at the Winston.
But like you play right now.
Winston. Yeah, I go to practice, but I need my own violin.
Oh.
Yeah, so I'll just like stop by a violin shop where I made a relationship.
And just get busy.
Something else.
Something somebody doesn't know about me. Something people wouldn't know about me that's fun.
That's fun, yeah.
Yeah. Like, I watch the Boondocks in my downtime. I love the Boondocks. I love the Boondocks. That's my go-to leisure. I'm really great at tennis. I will cook you.
No, you won't cook me. You won't cook me. You'll play, you won't cook me.
Yeah, I could cook you.
No, you won't cook me.
We talking about like championship singles Arthur Ashe.
Tennis, wow.
Yeah, for 7 years of my life.
Get your racket.
My racket's in the crib and I got balls. I got a ball hopper.
Say that. All right.
So now is we in Juneteenth right now.
Yes.
We in that type of situation. What's next for you?
What's next for me? Sharpen my discipline, wake up earlier, handle my to-do list a little earlier.
Yeah.
I just want to work on the goals that I'm already working on. Life is not that complicated. I want to sharpen my discipline, become a better host because there's room for that, become a better mother. You know, I'm about to be a football mom. I'm enrolling my son into the North Philly Aztecs, so I'm excited about putting my son more on the forefront and, you know, just being with him more. You know, I'm excited about that and creating a community and getting him involved and getting a village created for him. So I'm excited about that. You know, I want to do more things with the youth. Shout out to Beauty and Smarts Academy. I'll be doing confidence and public speaking workshops. This nonprofit is ran by a young woman named Tabitha. She became viral on the internet by doing homeless women hair on the street. And so I'll be talking to her mentees, her young girls, about public speaking and confidence. So yeah, working with the youth more, that's what's coming up next.
Rosegarden.
Rosegarden is a platform for blooming artists. So Rosegarden right now its birthplace has been in the Attic Brewery, Silk City. However, I'm working on getting in the actual garden. That's my vision, that's my goal. The Rose Garden is to find a way to get artists in more holistic environments, the garden, because I love gardening. And I believe my level up came from after the pandemic with me starting a garden. Like, I know how to grow wheat, I know how to grow tomatoes, I know how to grow spinach, kale, eggplant, you name it, you know. So I'm growing a few of those things right now too. They look beautiful. So the Rose Garden is June 28th, actually this Saturday. I'm also DJing Wadsworth Day. Wadsworth Day is put on by the Uptown area, Anthony Phillips, one of the councilmen, and I'll be a part of Wadsworth Day via Suzanne and Christine.
Right.
Shout out to that.
Book them busy. Yes.
Okay.
Queen Yaszy B.
So how do you balance all of these things and being a mom?
Yeah, so it's not balance, it's harmony. My son is going to be at my gig with me on Wednesday, and I'm hiring one of my sisters to watch him while I work. So it's harmony. My son may be at work with me. I asked the Most High for a job where my son can be with me sometimes. You know, I think that it shouldn't be a choice that my child be with me at work. Like, my child is away 8 days, 5 days out the week. That's kind of strange. Your child should be able to come to work with you a few times out the month. How else will they stay inspired, you know, and see the hard work that their parents is putting in? So, unless it's like a dangerous job, obviously, but, you know. So harmony, it's about time management too. Waking up early, starting your day, taking care of myself first. I'm a gym enthusiast, so I think that I get to it. I don't play games. You know, I have goals when it comes. I feel like you're never the best version of yourself. We're here to master ourselves. You know, so improvement is every day. So I feel like create harmony in your life. You know, put your favorite music on. Whatever your routine got to be. Everything should feel harmonious. Right. I take harmony over balance. Yeah, because some things are not going to be balanced. Sometimes, yes, my career needs more focus. This is what brings in the money. So, ELO, your system is working right now. Okay, hold on. You know, actually ELO needs more attention. All right, the career is well oiled. My invoices are sent. So some things are going to need more attention. So that's not balance. You know, it's just more like harmony.
I love that perspective.
Yeah.
Trying to balance everything sometimes, a lot of times causes stress.
It's stressful. Sometimes things do need more attention. And yeah, I'll tell my son, we have very like articulate conversations, so he definitely understands it.
How old?
7. Yeah.
It's not even 7.
Yes, I have a 7-year-old. That's a fun fact. I don't post my child, you know, at all. Like he's nowhere on my Instagram. So people don't know I'm a parent.
Definitely. That's my boy. Well, before we get out here, tell us what you do. A great job of this, just promoting the brand. You know what I mean? Like you got the bag, you shot it out before you even came on the platform. So I appreciate you for that. Yeah. So I'm honored to have you on here. Tell us what Live to Be Legendary mean to you.
Oh, I was getting ready to say, are we going to talk about Live to Be Legendary?
Yeah.
All right, so I feel like, wow, let me take a pause for a second. Living to be legendary is different because you're not dead. You know, you're not a martyr. You have to do this while you're here. So living, means feeling alive, being present, and showing up. Now, to be legendary is like, okay, you got beyond show up. You got to over-deliver. You got to impress yourself. You got to be like, dang, what version of me was that? Right. You got to shock yourself. Sometimes you need an out-of-body experience, and the things that you do, you should be impressing yourself. That's what I think living to be legendary is. Like, you know, you should be able to look at some of the stuff you did, like, damn, look at God. You know, for real. You know, like, I'm impressed with myself. That's what living to be legendary is. Because when you impress yourself, now you know you're impressing others. But, like, you know, it's a me versus me journey. So living to be legendary, and it's every day. Living, that means every day. When you feel like everything's failing, you know, doubt, stuff stressing you out, you still got to be a legend. You know, so you got to live it out through all of it. So living to be legendary is the ultimate task of mastering yourself every day. I would say that.
I love that. Many people on here give their perspective on what it means to be legendary. It's the first time I've heard it. You articulated in that way.
Oh, wow. I hear the other ones.
Episodes.
Heavy as head.
Or to the end.
Yeah, heavy as head to wear the crown. You know what I mean? You somebody, you got that crown. It really is a target on your back. But when you live in legendary, you carry it.
You carry a light.
Yeah.
You know, it's not too much darkness.
Thanks. Queen
Yaszy.
That's why it's Queen Yaszy B. You hear me?
Adjust your crown one time.
Sure. Well, thank you for coming up here.
Thank you.
I'm so happy to have you, and can continue to do what you're doing. The people love you. They tell me all the time, like they love you.
People.
You're gonna be booked forever.
Thank you. Okay, Ashe. Clock that T, as they say.
All right, y'all. This is my boy Scoe.
You already know.
Fresh, Queen Yaszy
You know what I'm
B.
saying?
Thank y'all. Continue to live to be legendary. Peace.
Peace. Live to be Legendary is proudly sponsored by Philly Real Estate Services and Solutions. Are you a Philadelphia landlord in need of expert landlord-tenant services? Look no further. Philly Real Estate Services and Solutions is here to represent you in landlord-tenant court, ensuring a smooth and hassle-free experience. Give them a call at 610-235-7998. Again, the number is 610-235-7998.